Vietnam. Yes, this is war. Good morning, Vietnam. We have war on the streets. We have war within ourselves because we don't get it. What's up, beautiful ladies, wonderful gentlemen? It's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. It's a beautiful day. I'm here because we have some very serious situation going on in life, and people is not really taking time out to analyze the severity, not even seriousness, but the severity of what's going on. We are in dangerous times, and people think that giving their opinions on dangerous times is important. Sometimes when your opinion is not going to make the difference that's supposed to be made, keep it to yourself. Umar Johnson always wanted to give his opinion on everything like he's supposed to be a scholar on everything. And right now he's giving his opinion on a spiritual level, on something that's spiritual. And he's not even understanding what's happening. And I want y'all to really understand what's happening. I don't want y'all to get caught up in because he has followers, he has subscribers, he's on this channel, that channel. Just listen to the little folks right now. Take heed to what I'm saying right now. The main distraction is Umar Johnson. Because spiritually, the world is being cleansed. Spiritually, the world is being cleansed. And as this world is being cleansed, folks, there's a lot of demons that has to be eradicated. Umar Johnson says that the American legal system, the American criminal system, gets most of its opinions from the public, the white public of America. The white public, they get their opinions from the white public, and they cast their cross on us black folks. They hang us on the cross. They lynch us on the trees according to white people's public opinions. That's what Umar Johnson said. In these crying days and these crying times, folks, I'm letting you know that it's bigger than that right now. In these crying days and crying times, I'm letting you know that this is spiritual warfare. It's a spiritual battle. So I'm not going to talk too early, too fast. I'm just going to give some people some time, because for some reason they want to see that there's like 2 or 3, maybe 10 people in my live streams for them to sit here and listen. You know what I'm saying? Because you tapped in, you should listen. Because you need this food for thought. Umar Johnson has given his opinion on the Sean Combs Diddy case. And folks, do you really think this is about Sean Combs and the liquor people? Because, folks, if you ever seen the movie Skulls, you understand they have no problem dealing business with you all across the board. Excuse me. They don't have no problem dealing with business with you across the board as long as they have something on you. And in this day and time, everyone has something on everyone. But when you think that you get beyond and bigger than your bridges, you think that you wear bigger pants than what you wear, some people will definitely have no problem flattening you. But for Umar Johnson to try and make this all about the white power structure, when Diddy's been around for 25 years strong doing what he's been doing. Jay-Z been around. Jay-Z, yo, look. Before we had social media, I was doing the math. Like, yo, isn't Foxy a little too young? And that was way back then. She made me not like hip hop. Foxy Brown and Lil Kim made me not like females in hip hop. Understand? Foxy Brown and Lil Kim made me hate hearing hip hop music from female artists. And then when you look behind Foxy Brown and Lil Kim, you have Jay-Z and Diddy. So when you have Jay-Z and Diddy behind these two women who made me dislike women in hip hop because the way they was presenting themselves, you go to the situation. And what's the situation? There was big business big business in making our women speak lowly of themselves. It was big business in making our women rap about things that's ratchet because they was preparing for the future.
That's good. That's salt, right?
It's on salt in the press. Sorry, man. It's 150. So when you look at how they was preparing for the future, of what they was preparing our women for, Jay-Z and Diddy was all right. Jay-Z and Diddy was all part of that. They was looking for who would be their voices, who would be the voice box of the future. So when you put liquor behind it, thank you, sir. There's nothing that Umar Johnson can say to me that'll make me say, ooh, we need to support our black brother Diddy, Sean Combs. There's no way that Umar Johnson can convey this to me that's gonna make me say, Umar Johnson needs a fair trial. I mean, Sean Combs needs a fair trial. Nothing that Umar Johnson says is gonna make me say, Diddy really needs our support. There's nothing that Umar can say. I want y'all to understand me. Just bear with me for the little 15, 20 minutes. I got my customers. But there's no way. You said 2, right, Mom? 1, 2. Thank you very much. There's no way in life. Oh, sorry. Thanks, baby. You want mustard or no? All right. Thank you. You're welcome. There's no way in life that Umar Johnson can convey me to believe that we supposed to rally behind Sean Combs because Sean Combs is black and white media and the white legal system is trying to bring him down. There's no way in life that Umar's going to convince me on that, and I don't want him to convince none of you, that the white system is it's the problem with Sean Combs.
Can I have a parcel?
Just one?
Just one.
Okay, thank you. 124. Thank you, brother.
I appreciate that.
Yep, mustard enough.
Nah.
Straight, cool. You still got a good hairline, you good, man. So, yeah, folks, where we at? I'm here with my customers, folks. I'm here. I decided to do it live because I just couldn't take it. My voice is bad. I can't really speak the way I want to speak, so forgive me. But I want y'all to stay with me. There's no way in life that Umar Johnson should be on any platform talking about Sean Combs. Not in this day and time. Because why? Umar Johnson himself is a person who goes in strip clubs. Umar Johnson himself got caught in the mix with that. Umar Johnson don't have no opinion on this because Umar Johnson is looking from a tricked perspective. He's not looking from a perspective of a black male father. Because if he was looking from a father figure as what he's supposed to be, he wouldn't be defending Diddy. He would bring the issue just because of intelligence to bring it to light to BlackRock and Vanguard and the liquor company. Yes, you could do that, but to make that become the main issue where you try and brainwash us because you think that these followers are following you because of blackness and black power, that we supposed to say, oh, we supposed to support Sean Combs? No. Think of yourself as a father right now. What's up, Jay? How you?
All right, how you doing?
Find yourself. Put yourself as a parent right now. Think about all those young girls, 16, 17, 15 at the time, trying to be 18 to 21, trying to get up in any type of video. They doing party promotions. Everybody doing parties all over the place, and they need girls to recruit for the parties. So what you gonna do? You're gonna go out you're gonna find the baddest girls, and you're gonna have them go out there and get their girls. Oh, I know Sue. I know Nancy. I know Jill. I know Jakima. Oh, I know all of them. Fatima. Oh, they ain't no virgins. Oh, they get down. They like to party. So you have these young black guys recruiting these girls into the mix. Because corporate America want this right here. So don't let Umar Johnson sway you from the real deal. Because before Diddy was being a liquor man, Sean Combs was a party man. Before Sean Combs was a liquor man, Sean Combs was the party man. He was the party promoter. So always remember, before the liquor deal was the party deal. Before that liquor deal was that party deal. Sean Combs was supposed to be the biggest party promoter for the industry. He was supposed to bring that new wave in. And they just kept giving him perks and perks. He was doing his money, but he was doing his money right. And so then he got in the mix with bigger and better things. Some people go to movies, some people go to shows and sitcoms. Sean Combs went to the liquor because he was already in the mix. He was like, if I'm already, you know what I'm saying, lacing people drinks. And I'm not trying to throw the man under the bus. I'm just letting you know how it is. So I'm speaking from that perspective. Like I said, this is spiritual warfare. I'm speaking in the spiritual tone. So if Diddy was already like, yo, I'm already lacing drinks, I might as well get in the mix with the liquor company itself. And maybe we can already have bottles already laced the fuck up. Can you just imagine what I just said? And just imagine it's true. I'm saying it from my own mind, but just imagine that we have cases of Ciroc already laced up going to certain parties. So now they don't have to lace the liquor. It's already laced, coming straight from the party. It's coming laced straight from the bottle. How you doing? Okay? Like I said, when you get into the mix, you're going deep. Why do you have to stop at, we putting little stuff, we slipping Mickeys in drinks. No, we're making the drinks, we're making the alcoholic beverage already laced up. And this Umar Johnson character don't get it.
Yes, you are.
This Umar Johnson character don't get it. He's standing around defending the devil. Because why is he defending the devil? Because Umar Johnson wants the devil's money. Umar Johnson is like this. Diddy's gonna be losing people left and right. But if Diddy hit up the good old Dr. Umar, then maybe Dr. Umar can convince the people not to go against Diddy. And Diddy can send me some of that emergency money so I can save his ass. Umar Johnson is the biggest nutcase in the world. And I'm telling you, don't let him dictate the flow of this right here. Umar Johnson is the biggest distraction. Umar Johnson is your distraction. Diddy is under fire. Why? Because God wants him under fire. Not because Diego or whatever that dude name is with the liquor company wants him under fire. I'm sorry, folks. He know what he signed up for. He knows what he signed up for. Sean Combs know what he pledged that oath for. He know if he goes against the big dogs, what can come. He know what he been doing all these years. And who is Umar Johnson to come out of nowhere and try to defend his blackness and say black people don't need to throw him to the white wolves? Sean Combs been with the white wolves since Sean Combs been on the scene. Sean Combs been swimming with the sharks just like Jay-Z all this time. But now we ain't supposed to let the wolves eat him alive? We supposed to come to his rescue? When has he come to Harlem and rescue Harlem? He got the key to the city. When did Diddy represent New York City to the highest level? Never. Never. Black America, black people don't owe Sean Combs nothing. We don't owe him no respect. We don't owe him nothing. He owes us. And Umar Johnson has no right to get involved with God's plan. Umar Johnson thinks that he's a scholar and thinks that he can talk on the fact that Diddy is running around lacing girls' drinks, doing guys wrong, doing everyone wrong, taking pictures, doing videos, holding them hostage against their own will. And he's like, well, those aren't charges that he should be charged for. Maybe Umar needs to be part of the street life a little bit more to know what monsters are. Maybe you need to really be around a few monsters to know what monsters are and to know when monsters need to be off the streets. In my little lifetime, when I hung with a few monsters and I didn't know how to separate myself from the monsters, God had to separate me from the monsters. And when God steps in to separate you from the monsters, it's not a pretty picture. Excuse me from the cough, I'm getting over a cold. So Umar Johnson coming on the scene, talk about we should not be trying to throw Diddy underneath the bus because we don't know the deepness of the severity of the situation. The severity of the situation. Sean Combs has been playing with women for a very long time. And I never liked Sean Combs' mother. All right? When I first seen her, I never liked her. I'm going to use the word hate. I hated her. I hated everything she represented. There wasn't nothing about Sean Combs' moms I liked. I ain't like her hair. I ain't like her wardrobe. I ain't like her makeup. I ain't like how she came out as a black woman. I ain't like how Sean Combs was pimping his moms. So, folks, this is deep. I never liked Sean Combs. I never liked Bad Boy. I only liked Mary J. Blige, and that was for a little bit short period of time. But when Mary J. Blige was just blonding her hair out all day long, that's why I couldn't take her no more. So I'm speaking from a level from what I've been watching as a young kid as the Bad Boy industry grew up. And I knew everything about Bad Boy was not good. For this dude who called himself Big Papa to be sitting there justifying and defending Sean Combs and Jay-Z is only because he wants their money. He wants their money. He's hoping that when everything fails and everybody, falls away from them, he's praying that they reach out to Umar and be like, yo, so Umar, what you think? Could you put some words out there to the people? Could you speak on our behalf? That's what's happening right now. In this man's mind, he's hoping that these men will fall on times where they was like, yo, we need to build up our team. Because we losing a lot of folks. Who can we reach out to? Oh, Umar has a following. Umar has a voice in the black community. But folks, I don't want y'all to be following Umar's voice when it comes to this. You cannot. He's a distraction. Because if Umar's not talking about his school, if Umar's not opening his school, Umar has nothing to say to the black community, period. If Umar's not saving your little child from being a retard, if Umar's not saving your child from medication because you probably was smoking too much and drinking too much when you had your fucking child. Oh, see, no one's saying that though, right? Umar needs to be checked. There's no way in life that Sean Combs supposed to be just getting a free pass from black America. Let alone we talk about white America. Black America is supposed to be very frustrated with Sean Combs because Sean Combs, when you reach 500 million, 600 million, 700 million, what did you have for us? What did you have for us? Nothing. We talk about Barack Obama. Forget Barack Obama. Who cares about Barack Obama? Understand what I'm saying? We had Sean Combs and we had Jay-Z representing New York City, the whole East Coast. We had Snoop Dogg, we had Dr. Dre representing the West Coast. Why couldn't they organize their funds and organize the hood on another level, employ the hood? No, because they were too busy having fun partying bullshit. That was the problem. And we supposed to take time out of our starving lives and focus on them to save their asses because they've been doing what with the black community? Making music? That man Umar's crazy. He's crazy. And until he opened up the school, which he's not, until he has some students in that school, Umar don't have no voice for the black community. Because one of the main reasons why Umar Johnson cannot open that school is because that conscious stripper. Is that correct? Umar Johnson went on the map because that stripper Ever since that stripper that destroyed his whole path. And he's still defending the strip world. He's still defending the sex world. Because there's something wrong with Umar too. So do not. I'm looking at you folks. Diddy for president. You know what I'm saying? We cannot. I am for a Diddy fan. He clapped my cheeks. Diddy's innocent just because he's black. That's ridiculous. And that's what I'm saying. People really trying to give Diddy a black pass because Diddy's been in the black industry. This wind is killing my throat as I'm speaking. I'm not giving none of them niggas a pass. I'm not giving none of them a pass. And for Umar Johnson to be talking about he's going to be he's the world recognized world scholar, and for him to be saying we must give Sean Combs a pass because this white American legal structure is willing to throw him underneath the bus. Hells no, he been threw himself underneath the bus. And this is not no attack on him. This is just the reality. I'm on Umar's ass because Umar Johnson owes me money, and Umar Johnson thinks that he can talk about everything in the world except for the real fact that he's a piece of shit. If Umar had anything righteous in him, he would say, "Yo, Don, let's erase this situation. Let's deal with the situation the same way Diddy did with Cassie. He paid her. Why you can't just pay me my money when you know you did wrong? But you got opinion on everything else. You're crazy. Your opinion with this situation, I'm going to destroy you with this. I'm going to bury you with this because there's no way in life that the people should be listening to you." Sean Combs dug his own grave. Sean Combs been dug his grave. Sean Combs dug his grave when he decided that he's going to allow liquor to be his grave, his tombstone. When he decided that Ciroc was going to be his headstone, that's when Sean Combs killed himself. Sean Combs did it to himself. We didn't do it. I don't drink Ciroc. Excuse me. I don't go around buying Ciroc. I don't go around running to Justin's. I don't eat at Justin's. I'm not a fan of none of his music. It was never vote or die for me. It was none of the above. So I don't sit around and defend this man. When he was running around with Usher back in the days, I thought it was funny. When I seen Biggie with Diddy's hand underneath him, he was doing like this. I was like, what's wrong with the dude? That was just me then. That was way before social media. So why is it that what hurts me is the fact that Umar Johnson is going to go on many platforms and speak about Sean Combs and is going to speak about Jay-Z as if they are real icons. Name me 3 things that in their time span, 30 years of them being on top, name me 3 things that they have done that had an impact on New York City, let alone just Harlem, Brooklyn, okay, the East Coast. Name me 3 things that these superheroes, these modern day superheroes have done that impacted the East Coast, New York City, Brooklyn, and you. Now, I can tell you how they really affected us through their lyrics and their words, their motivation for other niggas to do what they do, their motivation to hustle hard. And I'm talking about hustle hard, some soft too. Their motivation to big pimp. I can tell you how they really affect the East Coast and West Coast with their lyrics. But how did they affect us in a way of motion, motivating us to be truly inspiring men? So I'm just confused why Umar Johnson would take time out to go on art of dialogue of all people. Don't you know art don't like Diddy? Don't you know art don't like Biggie? Like, you need to know what platform you on. Art is asking you these questions for other reasons. He don't like them niggas. Art likes the West Coast. Art's a Tupac fan. He's for Tupac. He ain't for Bad Boys. And you sitting on this man's platform, sitting there and ass kissing Sean Combs on this man's platform. And I don't think you know how funny that is to him. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Maria. R. Kelly's innocent, if that's the case. R. Kelly's innocent. Bill Cosby innocent. They all innocent. Defend them all to the highest level. But like I said, he wants Sean Combs' money, Maria. That's what he wants. He wants that Diddy money. He knows this, he can get close to getting Diddy's money as opposed to Bill Cosby money. Bill Cosby's nowhere near thinking about Umar Johnson. But he knows he knows his name is floating around a little bit where Sean Combs might be like, yo, I might need Umar to say a little few things on my behalf. What can we throw him? Could we throw him $100,000? Umar's probably going to try and get $250,000 to speak good on his behalf. You know what I'm saying, folks? He's trying to play the game. And Diddy would be so desperate that Diddy would pay. Sean Combs would be so desperate that Sean Combs would have his people reach out to Umar Johnson to get on these airwaves and talk good about him. Talk your talk, Umar. Talk that black talk. Come on, save me. Don't get nothing twisted about Umar's trying to hustle. Umar's a lazy dude. He would sit there and try to analyze and see who he can latch on to. Because Umar Johnson don't want to do no real work. He don't want to do no labor. What's my phone? He don't want to do no labor. He don't want to do nothing. So all he want to do is get on the phone and be on people's lines and airwaves and talking. And try and raise some money for his next trip. Because yes, Umar Johnson is definitely homeless. Umar Johnson's homeless. This is how you prove it. Have him go to his kitchen and make a meal. Have him go to his kitchen and show us how, you know, what he's eating. He saw about dinner with the doc. He want to do TV shows. He want to be distracted all over the place. Have him go to his kitchen and cook up a meal. That's not happening. It's amazing how this man has done collected so much money and still not have a place. Sorry, folks. It's amazing how this man has cooked up all this money from the folks and still don't have a place. But he thinks he has a point in the opinion to be talking and defending the black race like the black race asks him to defend us. He can't speak for us. Not in this situation. I was just talking to this dude. He's a business owner. He's talking about, yeah, I was watching the Umar Johnson video. He's talking about Diddy. Yo, he's making a lot of sense. I'm looking at him like, yo, dude, why are you so why are you so stupid? And this man would send money to him at the same damn time because this man wanted to ass kiss him because this man wants to get him to be part of his little movement because he do business in Africa. So he think that Umar will be a good link. This was following, and then I know a girl. She been paying attention to Umar for 7 years. She want to do gardening and flower and do the vegetable shit. The whole farming thing. So when I came on scene and I started talking, she said, oh, let me know. I can just imagine. She's like the third female in Philadelphia I came across who said, yeah, I watch Umar videos. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be a teacher there. And I'm looking at these women like, yo, y'all don't even know no stories of him. Y'all just, cause they just watch Umar talk. They don't know what other people saying about him. They just hear here and there, but oh, that's haters. No, this is real life. This cold is really hurting me. Yo, Glenn, you said, really, is he homeless? I don't believe you. East Beach, nobody speaks for me, not no Umar. Yeah, but that's what the world's going to be having soon, where people are going to be the voice box for us. No, not no Umar. But you said, is he homeless? I told you, folks, the very first day a lot of you folks don't know me. You don't know me from 2020. You don't know me from 2021. You probably just coming across me 2023, 2024. If you just coming across me in these recent years, then you don't know my first channel. You don't know the comments and commentary we've been having on people's shows. This one is going crazy right now. Give me 1 second. You say, hold on, I'm putting this up there. I'm gonna pin this up there. Ooh! I erased the message. I'm so sorry. I erased it. Somebody messed it up. I thought I did. Let me see. Oh no, I pinned the message up. You erased it. All right. So you say, really, is he homeless? You don't believe me. In all the years of you watching the video of Umar Johnson, have you ever seen him make a smoothie in his own crib? Have you ever seen him go to the refrigerator and get something to drink? You haven't never seen none of that. You never seen none of that. And you never will. Unless you ask him. This shit's driving me crazy. Give me 1 second. I'm getting so fed up. I'm just so tired of the bullshit. Give me 1 second. If I didn't go live right now, folks, I wouldn't have went live, you know? So I had to go live. I had to go live ASAP because the thought was in my brain. The thought was in my mind, so I had to go live. Just dropping my phone, shit. $$ Icy Don 167, folks. Your real support help is needed. We ain't got time for this table shit right now. We got bigger things to do. Got bigger things to do. All right, so we back. Umar Johnson is definitely homeless. Umar Johnson don't have no keys of his own. Umar Johnson living at his mom's house do not count. He done touched $1 million. Hundreds of thousands of dollars left his hands. There's no reason for him to still have all his possessions at that school. Maybe that would be a good video for me to break it into the school just to show you the stuff in the school. And then take pictures, Umar. And then take pictures, Umar. At least I let you know that that's what I'm going to do. That's how I do it, Umar. Pay me my money. I don't need to do no sneaky dumb shit. Yes, he's homeless. Show me one video of him staying at his own place. The last time you seen that is when he turned the video camera around because he was moving. And then that's when all his stuff from that place went to the school. But that's not about that. So I'm gonna take that message off. This is not about that. This dude Wetback said you can't talk down on anyone with them teeth. I could talk down on your mother. I could talk down on your father. I could talk down on the ugly girl that you have. I could talk down on the whack fucking sex that you give the girl. I could talk down on everything, bro. Even if I had no teeth, I could still mumble down on the shit. So you having some corny, lame, ha ha, hee hee, ho ho, wetback shit, no one's talking down. We talking up. And once you get that, then you remain. Stay strong. You already know, champ. Thanks, Gianna. Thanks, Gianna. I'm just me clapping at these cats only because I just looked at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I just looked at it. You know, I just looked at that by accident. A lot of times I'll be doing it live. I don't even read a lot of the comments, but I just read that by accident. Stay out my mouth. Maybe I can talk like this. Should I put a mask on so you won't be distracted? That's why I know when God be working. When God humbles me. That's how I know God had to humble Diddy on the next level. Because no matter what, folks, even if Sean Combs is being set up by the white infrastructure, it's being allowed because his time has come. You suing for billions of dollars. What are you going to do with $100 million right now, Diddy? How are you going to give back to the people right now, Diddy, for all the damage that you've done? And he ain't thinking about that. And so because that's not even a thought on his mind, that's not no inclination in his soul, he has to pay. Understand what I'm saying? $100 million. What you going to do with that, Diddy? $100 million. Are you going to bless the homeless? Are you going to employ the homeless? No, but he'd rather employ some strippers. This person says, wait, do you think Diddy is innocent or guilty? Invader girl. Yo, look. Diddy's been guilty since day one. Sean Combs been guilty since he had that party and all those innocent people died. See, when I was looking at that way back then, I thought he was part of Illuminati then. I thought that was his blood sacrifice then. Quietly, that was his blood sacrifice. Understand what I'm saying? When they saw he was able to get over that and still go get that money, when they saw that he didn't care too much about the death that was on his hands, they said, we got one. That was his initiation. He initiated himself by just doing the extra, not caring. I never liked Diddy. I never liked Puffy. I never liked nothing about him. He danced too much. So they knew way back then when he had that big incident at City College. And I'm not speaking on YouTube now. I'm talking about when I was there, when I was in the mix and paying attention back in the 90s. Because like I said, I had the tape on Illuminati in 1992, 93. So when this situation took place, I was like, Sean Combs was in Illuminati. My family, my sisters, yo, you a conspiracy, yo, you wild, you bug. Always. Every time the video's on, like, turn that shit off. I'm so sorry, folks. I'm so sorry. I'm snotting and spitting. I'm so sorry. G'd up, home and Diddy locked inside. Shine, home, moon. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the rebel. Peace to you too. No doubt, Mighty. My T. No doubt, baby. So no, I never was a Diddy fan. I never really rocked with none of the artists too much. I mean, you hear the songs, you rock it a little something, but I never was a Diddy bopping person. So when I hear Umar trying to Diddy bop around this whole situation, I already know that Umar Johnson is a slave to the system. He's not no real leader for the community. It disturbs me, it disgusts me. Get some tea, honey, and lime. Yeah, I know, you're right. Glenn, I'm gonna have to do something right now. Diddy time has come. What you sow, you shall reap. Yup, period. Exactly. And what was Diddy selling? He was representing liquor. And this would really, for those people who's tapping in and who's listening to Umar Johnson, like, yo, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. Oh yeah, that dude Diego, whatever his name is, yeah, he set him up. Oh yeah, yo, look. Diddy was dancing with the devil long time ago. Diddy and alcohol and women is like satanic. His mom's is a jump off. He is being used to the highest level. They need a person like him. And I'm telling you, Umar Johnson is almost there. Umar Johnson's, where I put it to you is like this. Umar Johnson, with the right check to Umar Johnson, he'll sell his soul. For the right check, Umar Johnson will sell his soul, folks. Can y'all imagine Umar Johnson just going around 100% talking in regards to, like, we need to back Diddy. We don't need to throw that brother to the hounds. He's giving us too much. He's giving us way too much as a people. That's what he's saying. I wish I could go. I don't have a StreamYard right now, so I can't, do all the video stuff and review the video. And I don't have my laptop. Someone stole the laptop. That's why I haven't been doing reviews of the videos. But I wish I could do a review of that art of dialogue conversation that he had. I don't even feel like doing this shit. Yo, shout out to my customers, yo. They gave me a nice good day real fast. I don't even feel like working today now. I'm pretty okay, so I'm about to shut this down. Sit down, come. Okay. Shout out to the churches. Shout out to the schools. Shout out to all the people who show love and support to me, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you who's tuning in. But in regards to this whole black leaders, okay, those people who are still looking for some type of real leadership in the communities, because no matter what you say, we always are looking for someone who can open up some doors and guide us through that leadership role. The leadership role is not going to come from a person who supports satanic individuals like Sean Combs. Sean Combs is known for his songs of saying he get a pound for the goons, a pound of ooh for the goons. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no problems getting whatever drugs the people need. He said that in his songs. They don't mind having the women on ecstasy. They don't mind having the women drugged up. And Umar Johnson don't mind defending these individuals. Just Sean Combs needs his punishment. If Sean Combs really took his punishment maybe 10 years ago, maybe he wouldn't be doing the life. He wouldn't be facing life. All the racketeering. Like I say, I don't think they're going to get him with all those charges. But he's going to get hit with some type of charges. And to be honest, a lot of times I don't think he's locked up. I mean, this rabbit hole with me is a little bit too deep. All right, this rabbit hole with me is too deep. I don't really. There's a big chunk of me that don't believe that he's locked up right now. Okay, so Glenn, peace out. So where I'm looking at, the way I'm looking at it. Yo, folks, it's hard to talk about something that, you know, to people when it sounds crazy, but it's so real. But when you look how deep this grave is, because that's all it is a grave of dead people. They're already dead, okay? Because they sold their soul, so they're already dead. They're soulless. They dead. So they waiting for their time to come. Woo, that's the best way I could put it. They are already dead because they sold their soul. They waiting for their time to come. It's who can cry the hardest like a Lauryn Hill to get out the situation. Who can fight the strongest? Who can fight the hardest? Who has enough money to battle? Who has enough fame and fortune to get through it? This is an ongoing battle that they would use Indian, because they use people like cattle. Diddy was just a cattle. He was just a crop for the season. He just had longevity. And he made it. He just kept making it. He just kept making it. He just kept making it, making it. Because the people kept supporting him. He just kept getting the support. He kept getting the support. No matter how much the people say they was doing wrong. No matter what the Lock said. No matter what Loom said. No matter what Sean said. No matter what G-Dep said. No matter what Craig Matt said. No matter what anybody said. There was enough fans to keep that man afloat, where he became a mega power to the people who gave him the power. And they was like, yo, this guy got a little bit too much power. He has to go. They say, well, he has too much on us. How are we going to make him go? They say, well, the time comes, he's going to have to go. And you got Umar Johnson coming in and saying, we can't allow these demons to do it, but we the people, got to save him from these demons. Do that make any kind of sense? Do that make any kind of sense that we got to step in to stop the demons from lynching Diddy, and then we supposed to lynch him? Well, folks, if we were supposed to lynch him when Wendy Williams came out and said, yo, he was gay, he was doing a whole lot of funny shit, we were supposed to be investigating then. We never going to do it. We're not going to do it unless we get paid to do it. To be honest, we never going to take down Black Devils until we find a way to get paid to take down Black Devil. Because black people sold their souls to the dollar. Black folks sold their soul to the dollar. And they won't stop the devil unless they get paid. They can see the devil doing all sorts of evil in their face. But they're not going to step up until it's time to get paid. Yo, I don't normally do this, folks. But, yo, if you still here, hit that like button. I don't do this, but hit the like button. It looks kind of nice when you have a few likes, you know what I'm saying? Make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down. The cold kicked me in the ass. Every time I open my mouth and the air going, it's drying my throat. I need some water. But I'm giving you my all because this is a spiritual fat battle, and I can't allow that fat fuck to go out there. And I'm at the church, excuse my mouth. But I can't allow that dude to go out there and paint these images, these spirits. He's painting spirits in your minds. Umar Johnson is painting spirits. And he's trying to say that Diddy is a distraction from the election. Umar Johnson, tie it all together. You even sound stupid trying to say that. He's a distraction from the election. From what part of the election? Getting Kamala in or getting Trump in? What part is it? Who is he? So who set him up? You don't even make sense. Kamala's people set him up or Trump's people set him up? If he's speaking against the Democratic Party, who set him up? That's why I'm like, yo, what's he talking about? if 2020, he said that the Democratic Party is not giving us nothing. Who's setting them up? Who's setting them up? If the Democratic Party is not giving us nothing, he's going to start his own black party. Who's setting them up? Both parties? Because they don't want him to involve himself. What part of the party? You said the Democratic Party. You're not making no sense trying to tie that shit together. That's why I had to do this video. I just feel like crap today. That's why I didn't do the live yesterday. I was feeling like crap. I don't see no tissue. But y'all understand what I'm saying? Go back and listen to what he's saying. Make it make sense. Tie it all together, Umar. Who was Diddy going to be supporting? You said he was going to be supporting Kamala. Why was he going to be supporting Kamala if he already said the Democratic Party's not giving us nothing? He was supposed to be setting up his own thing. Which one is it? That's what I'm saying. Umar is the distraction. I don't believe Umar. Umar is the major distraction. And he's jumping all on this whole Diddy thing, trying to go page to page so he can distract the people from not answering him the real questions. Why the school hasn't opened? No, we don't need to say when the school's not. All we need to know is tell us 3 reasons why the school has not opened, Umar. And tell us 3 reasons how you're going to keep that school open if you get it open. But he wanted to deflect us from all that. He wanted us to be all over the place and not focus on him. So he think that his Diddy opinion counts for anything. Your Diddy opinion do not count, Umar Johnson. Your Diddy opinion counts only for Miss Piggy. Who's Miss Piggy? Miss Piggy's that chick that you're gonna be taking out on the fucking date. Cause that's the only thing you really focus on. Your dating show with little Miss Piggy. Let me check my nose. I can't see it. Miss Piggy. Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. That should be the show. You Kermit the Frog and she's Miss Piggy. That's the only time your opinion should count. Your opinion don't account for black folks, not with this Diddy situation, because this is spiritual. We had a lot of demons in our music industry floating around for a long time, bro, and they got to go. The demon's time has got to come to an end. And you trying to prolong the demon time because you want to get some of the demon money. Umar only wants the Diddy's money. He's trying to dance around with Diddy because he wants some money. That's why he hasn't really come 100% out and say, yo, Sean Combs is a creep. He said, well, if women was willing to get paid, if women willing to sell themselves. He didn't say no matter what age. He said if a woman has no issues with it, she's doing it. I forget the word, but he's doing it. My mind just went blank. But not forcefully, on her own will. If she's doing it on her own will, then it's okay. So if she's 14 years of age and she's doing it on her own will, it's okay. If she meets Sean Combs and Sean Combs say, hey, you're a beautiful girl, I'm gonna give you an apartment. I know you're from Kansas. Hey, you leave your parents, leave your moms. I'm gonna make you a star, make you a model. That's on you though. And she says, hey, I'm gonna leave my parents, I'm gonna leave my moms. And she leaves and Diddy provides her with shelter. But it was all on her own will to leave. He didn't force her. He just provided her at the age of 15 with the things that she needs. But at that age, she don't need, because what she needs is her moms and pops. But now Diddy's her daddy on her own will. And now she's selling her body on her own will. Umar says it's okay. Umar says it's okay for young girls to sell their body on their own will. It's okay. But in the African culture, it's also okay for, young girls to have sex with older men. It's okay. It's okay for older men to, fathers arrange sexual things with their young daughters. It's okay. Different cultures is different. I understand. But in this country right here, that shit don't fly. How many moms of a daughter who's age 13 to 15 don't mind her just making her own choices when it comes to her coochie? Like, well, it's your coochie, girl. You do what you want to do with it. I want to have a baby. Oh, go ahead, girl. Yeah, he said, this person, Glenn said, Umar Johnson is turning into a slime ball. His talks has changed. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. His talks is really weird. You hit it on the nose, it changed to a point where he just sounds weird. Everything that come out his mouth is weird. Like, dude, what happened to you? I told you. He got possessed. I told you. He got possessed with the fame. He got possessed with the money. He got possessed with the coochie. And he became a dirty, nasty man. My man Glenn said, hit it on the nose. I'm going to put that up. Umar Johnson is turned into a slime ball. Prove it wrong. Prove it wrong. We could do like 24 hours of slime ball talk from Umar Johnson. Honestly, I would love to just sit down for a whole week and research Umar Johnson for the last 10 years and put together a whole series of slime ball shit that he said. Y'all be like, yo, what in the hell was I thinking? Just imagine if we could put a beat behind all the lyrics and make it like a album, then you'll understand why he supports these Diddy characters. He's a slime ball. You hit it on the nose. His talk has changed. It went straight to being a slime ball. You're right. What you say right here? It seems like we always want to be the spectators in life, not willing to do the sacrifices that are necessary for us to stand as a nation. I'll post that up too. Ajamu says, Ajamu, I can't say your name right, Ajamu. David says, it seems like we always want to be the spectators in life, not willing to do the sacrifices that are necessary for us to stand as a nation. I agree with that. I don't know what your thought was when you said that, but I agree. I wish I could bring you on this live. I don't know how to do none of that shit. I don't know how to bring people on the live. Take care, bro. All right, peace out, Glenn. But you seem like you came back. But yeah, it seems like we always want to be spectators and giving our opinions, but we don't want to be the enforcers of our own destiny. And that's what I'm saying right now. This is the time for us to rise up because everything is coming to an end. You're talking about the music industry coming to an end. But the music industry has been at an end. But now it's coming to a major end. You talk about the entertainment industry is coming to an end. The sports industry is floating, just staying afloat. That's why they're paying these guys whatever they want. Kyrie Irving almost destroyed it. If we would have stood behind Kyrie Irving, we would have destroyed the fucking NBA. But we want to be spectators. We still want to watch the sport. If we would stand up and stop being spectators of the world and become this and sacrifice ourselves for the future, then we understand why I'm saying that this whole Diddy situation is spiritual. Because there has to be a new birth of a whole new generation. We cannot allow Sean Combs and the rest of these creeps to age gracefully knowing that they was creeps. I'm gonna throw Ghostface underneath the bus. Just imagine Ghostface gave us a real raw interview of his real life and real life. These niggas says in all types of videos and music that they do all types of drugs. Whether they lying or telling the truth, let's say they telling the truth. Wilding out all types of women, spending all types of money on all types of strippers and hoes. And we supposed to just let them go 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years of life, 90 years of life, and they that's their life? But the infiltration of all the people's households that they did with their music in these households, the infiltration, the impact that they had on all these young people's lives, and they not supposed to, they go unpunished? That just can't be. So yes, this is spiritual. Free Palestine. Who gonna free Palestine? The hell y'all talking about? Who's freeing Palestine? Right? Who's freeing them if they ain't freeing themselves? Free Black Americans, because their brains is locked in slavery still. Free Palestine. Who's gonna free them? There ain't gonna be no black folks who's gonna free them. And do you think that saying free Palestine on my panel is gonna free them? Don't waste your time. So I'm just here to let y'all all know that in this spiritual warfare, we cannot be afraid to stand up and speak about the facts and speak about the truth and speak about the realities. And the fact, the truth, and the reality is this. We must let the devil die the way the devil's supposed to get hung. If the devil gets supposed to get burnt, the devil gotta get burnt. If the devil gonna get shot, the devil gotta get shot. But we cannot jump in the way and stop these bullets from in the fire in the lynching from happening. Umar Johnson is trying to do that only for his own economic gain. He's not doing it for the sake of the people. He's not doing it for the sake of the mothers and the daughters of these children. He's not doing it for the sake of the men who went to a party and got there and went to a room with some chicks and got drugged by the chicks, and then next thing you know, an orgy takes place with these men, of other gay men, to frame these men. You think that's cool? Yo, I want to stay on that for a second. Can you imagine going to a party, fellas? All right, yo, we get dapped up. Yo, son, we going to a Diddy party, dog. Yo, we lit. My man got the pool, son. He's a DJ, yo. That's my man, son. You want to go? Hell yeah. Yo, all right, we gonna go shopping. We know I'm bagging the short. You're bagging the short. And you just go in there, and your intentions is to bag one of these hot, bad chicks up in this Diddy party. Maybe you want to bag 2 or 3. That's your intentions. You go there. You just vibing. You and your peoples, you vibing. You not knowing that you about to be set up. Some chicks, they come up to you. They vibing with you. They talk with you. They chilling with you. They scheming on you. Because not only at the Diddy parties, at these Sean Combs parties, are you being set up for major things. I'm talking about you got people in there to rob you. Because the goons are there, okay? Everybody got to eat at these parties. You got the sex girls that got to make their money. You got the goons got to get their jokes on. And then you got the host that got to make the most of the money of the cake. And get all the tools that it needs for all the people to be in there, like I said, that movie Silver. Be part of their silverware. To be part of their dish. You know what I'm saying? You got all this silverware up in there. The forks and knives that you don't touch until you bring those out on special occasions. So all this videotaping of all these situations that's been taking place in all these parties was set up for the future. To keep these people's spirits hostage. So don't think that at these Sean Combs parties that people not eating. These guys go to these rooms. I can't imagine, man. I just can't imagine me and my brothers. Me and my two boys, we go to this party, and my brother goes off to a room with some shorty. And I'm in the room with another chick and everything. I'm thinking everything's good, but I'm thinking about my brother like, yo, I don't like that chick that my brother went with, yo. And then I go looking for my brother, and I go in the room, and I see my brother getting raped by some dudes. Huh? Is that cool? Is that cool with you folks? To see your sibling getting raped by a group of men when he went in the room with some chick, but the chick drugged him? No. And my brother was supposed, I'm just making this up. I'm making this up. And my brother was an up and coming rap star, and this is how they're gonna keep him underneath their record label. You gonna sign to us? Nah, I was going, I mean, I had the interest in y'all, but I'm gonna sign with this label right here. No, you signing with us. You gonna give us 5 years. You gonna give us 5 albums. Nah, man. I'm signing. No, check this out. Play. You signing with us. You want this to go out? We ruin your whole career. Who thinks that's cool? Don't think that it was just people that was already signed. It was people that was up and coming. They was looking to see who was the hottest thing. Remember, looking for influencers and social media cats, and anybody was just getting the wave. Look, I feel so bad for a lot of these young people because from 2000 to like 2015, that was just like shark's tails. All the big fishes just had all their minions out recruiting. From the time Tupac and Biggie died, it was a recruiting fest. There was a recruiters fest for top artists, top celebrities, top dancers, top everything. From when Pac and them died, it was just like a influx of everybody who's in the mix. We're gonna find the greatest this. We're gonna find the superhead. We're gonna find this. It was just off to the races. And Sean Combs' name came up to be the ring leader of that circus. So, folks, that's a good one, Timmy Tims. Timmy Tims, I like that one. He said, free Christians. All right? Christians has to be free. And you can't allow these demonic souls to keep dictating the flow to you. So, as y'all leave out, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. If you're not donating, brain freeze operation, we got October 18th, October 26th, and October 30th. 3 days locked in. All I have to do is get there. 3 days are locked in. All I have to do is get there. The 18th, the 26th, and the 30th. Well, the 26th is floating in the air. I don't know if I really want to do that event. But the 18th and the 30th is up and ready. I just have to get there, folks. Brain Freeze 2024 in full effect. Thank y'all for your listening and your support. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to get caught up with this whole crazy shit. I don't want y'all to get caught up with believing that Umar Johnson is speaking right. I don't want you to even think that Umar Johnson is speaking right just because he's speaking black. Just because you're speaking black don't mean you're speaking right. Just because a person is speaking black don't mean he's speaking right. Because there's a dark side, like this person said. Raffaello said there's a dark side. Okay? It's the dark side. of black that people speak about and idolize. It's the dark side, the black skin that people speak about and idolize. Okay, folks? We can't be idolizing. We can't speak about that dark side and think that that's supposed to be our platform. I'm not here for that. Come to the light. Come to the light, folks. We are not supposed to be idolizing and glorifying the dark side of our blackness. And that's what's happening right now. There's no, when you think about Umar Johnson himself, he always talks about all these people that has prestigiousness to them. He always talking about all these prestigious people. He's always want to give props to the dead. He always want to give props to scholars. Hello, ladies. All right. But yet and still, do you see him doing live streams, doing videos on these individuals? Do you see him bigging them up and glorifying them and giving him a breakdown on these people? Only time he's talking about anybody who has any type of prestigiousness towards them, he's trying to break them down and go against them. He tried to take their value away from them. He's not bigging up nobody in this day and time that's living. He's not doing no videos talking about scholars. He's not doing no videos talking about teachers. He's not doing no videos talking about anybody of education. He's not giving his opinion on none of these folks. That's what makes him a fraud. He's not giving us no value to blackness. All he do is get on and talk about everything that has ratchetness and no hope to it. No disrespect. He talked about Kobe. He talked about Kyrie. He talks about everything that's in, but he don't know how to make shit in. Talk about a scholar, make her in. Talk about a scholar, make him in. Talk about all these little pastors that be allowing you to talk in their church. But he's not doing that. He's not giving the people what they need. He's giving the devils and people what they want. He's giving the demonic rhythms. He's giving them energy. Where am I going? 214, I'm gonna go that way. He's giving the demonic rhythm energy. He's giving the demons in everybody's soul energy. He's talking about Eminem. Why you gotta talk about Eminem as opposed to just big up Nas? Why give Eminem all that glory? You should have been bigging up Nas as hard. There's no way Eminem could be the rap this, that, because we have Nas and just go into Nas history, breaking down Nas. Not trying to insult Eminem. Big up Nas as opposed to bring down Eminem. If that makes any sense. You say that Eminem cannot be the rap god, the rap king of this shit? He can't be the king of hip hop? So talk about who is the king of hip hop and glorify them. Don't spend all that time trying to make us hate Eminem because he's white. See, that spirit right there is the demonic spirit. Umar Johnson trying to make the black folks side with Sean Combs and all the ratchetness that him and his mom's been up to. That woman is a creep. And make us, and trying to get you to believe that it's the liquor company's fault and we should be mad and we should be fighting the liquor company. So what are you saying? Go on the strike from Ciroc? Is that going to hurt Diddy, nigga? See, do you get it? Isn't that going to hurt Diddy? Don't he get his money from that? Oh, he's not getting no more money from it? Oh, so it's going to hurt the company? Nigga, who cares? It's hurting us. We shouldn't be drinking, period. So that whole battle with that whole company and trying to get me to side with Diddy because that liquor company is going against Diddy and they the ones who's brought everything to the light. If you want me to believe that, okay, let's believe it. And let's now believe that Diddy's the devil because he was dancing with these demonic people who only want us drunk, driving around drunk, going to jail with DWIs, hitting people, killing people. I hope y'all get it. I hope y'all get it. So thank y'all for y'all listening. Thank you for your support. Y'all all have a good day. I gave you an hour, 14 minutes of my wonderful opinion, but it's factual. $ Icy Don 167. Umar Johnson, you owe me money. Pay me my money. I'm not trying to go to jail because I swear if I see you, I'm going to have to go to jail. Because there's nothing else to do except for turn the camera on and get those ratings up. There's only one thing for me to do. Turn the camera on and get my ratings up. Get my views up. Get my likes up. Get some people to support me because I might be going to jail. Umar, pay my bread. It's real simple, dude. So, folks, I'm about to push this cart. I'm about to head to another spot. About to make this happen. At the same time, I just wanted to give this live because this was on my mind. I'm still talking about the distraction, Umar Johnson. I'm telling you that Diddy's not no distraction. His time has to come to an end. We must rise up from this situation. I ain't gonna lie. Where's the Me Too movement right now? Where's those Me Too hoes? I'm gonna call them hoes now. Where those Me Too hoes running around at now? You know why I call them hoes? Because they was shaking their ass twerking to the Diddy songs. They walk around talking about Me Too, Me Too, Me Too, but at the same damn time, they twerking and sitting and partying and getting drunk off of Ciroc with Sean Combs and can't wait to go to Diddy party. All those Me Too women. White, black, Chinese, Asian, Indian, it don't matter. All of them was Me Too hoes because they ain't out right now. Where they at standing for Cassie? Why they not in front of Brooklyn House? Why they not in Brooklyn marching up and down those streets, making sure that fucking Diddy get locked the fuck up for life? Where they at? That's how you know shit is fake. Where's all those Me Too hoes at? Me Too right now should have a major movement right now because shit. They said 120 some people came up with accusations of saying that Diddy touched them or did something to them or they had a situation with Sean Combs. Why they don't have a Me Too rally going on right now? I thought I was going to end the damn thing, but shit, where's Me Too at? I was sodomized by the Diddy and his bad boys at his party. Me Too, Me Too. Where's that whole Me Too shit at? Why they not marching and tearing a hole in New York City right now? These are things that make you say, So one last time, we don't see a Me Too movement rallying behind the Sean Combs wave because people rather see. This is what makes me mad. It's okay to be ratchet and black. It's okay to be a hoe in black. It's okay to be a dirty bastard in black. As long as you make me dance. As long as you make me dance and I know the words to your song, it's okay for you to be a dirty, rotten black person. It's okay for you to be a whore. As long as you get me to twerk, it's okay. Too much double standards in this world. I'm confused right now. Trump said that he grabbed them by the poo-poo, and they said, yo, we're gonna march all up and down the streets for hours. Diddy's arrested for all sorts of things, and you don't hear a peep out of Me Too. Because they all are liars, and all part of that lustful way of living. Thank you for your listening ear, your support. Peace.